Sheesh, look at that meat. Anyways, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Zilla. Today we're pretty much gonna finish up the fueling system now that I have the relay kit for the fuel pump, which is back here. Don't mind all the wiring, it's not even done yet. Well, I haven't even started, so that's that. We also got new spark plugs. As you guys can see, all the mess that I left here behind, we just got to torque them down, put in the new coil packs, and then we have over here, hold on, bear with me, Monse from Admin Tuning finally sent my fuel pump. Thank you, Monse. So we got here a 525 Hellcat fuel pump along with the install kit, which would include the little this pretty much works like a fuel filter on these cars. The straw, I explained what this little hole is for, and then this little cover. I do have the plug for this one, which is over here. Got it somewhere over here. I got an extra one right here. This one right here. We might use this, not sure yet. Not sure how I want to do it yet, but just to make sure, hold on, give me a second. Yeah, it's the same plug. Bada bing, bada boom. Same plug? Yes, same plug. I can do it with one hand, but anyways, same plug. I might use this connection, might not, only because I know it has a lot of wires in there, and I don't want to run all this stuff in there in the fuel pump basket. So let's get started. So for those of you guys that don't know, when you're running a fuel pump that's bigger than I believe 340, I got away with running a 340 fuel pump without running this relay kit, fuel pump relay kit. So now that I have the 525, which is a lot bigger, you do need a relay kit. Why? Because I guess it runs at a higher voltage, and the little wires that these cars come with, yeah, just don't sustain the resistance, so they heat up and they start melting, and you don't want that. So it'll create a shortage. So now with this relay kit, the gauges on the wires are a lot bigger, or a lot thicker, I should say. So this, if you don't have the relay kit diagram, or if you just want to make one at home, you're gonna want to keep this. So yeah, take a screenshot of that. Anyways, it's very simple. Myself, this install is gonna be really simple for myself, also only because I had a switch for my fuel pump already. I'm gonna tell you what that's for, but I had a switch on my fuel pump already, so I already found the main power wire for the fuel pump. So what I'm just gonna do is just unclip this, or in your case, you're gonna want to splice those wires, which would be, this is a trigger switch, so not this one, I believe it's the orange one, which is right here. This wire says, literally labeled fuel pump. You're gonna want to tap it into where's the end of this wire, sorry, here it is. You connect this one into the power for the fuel pump, which would be right here. Okay, so once you connect that, that's set. Your trigger wire, you can honestly grab it from the power, the same wire that we just spliced. You just use that end on this end, which would be coming from the ECU or fuse box, and you plug that in. This would be your trigger switch. Let me see, it's labeled right there. So pretty much when you push your on button, or you turn the key to the on position, this is going to send an on signal to the relay. Therefore, it'll turn on your fuel pump. Now everything else, like the black wire, is ground, which is right here. Ground, so you can honestly, if you have enough voltage, want to check this with the voltmeter. If you have enough voltage, just plug that bad boy in there, right there. It comes with all the plugs that you need. And obviously the red wire goes to your battery, which would be right here. So that's pretty much it as far as the wiring. But now let's get to taking off the fuel pump basket and working on installing the fuel pump. All right, once your fuel pump basket is out, as you can see, I had already had my AEM340 fuel pump in there for about 2 years already. And before this, my fuel pump was, this exact fuel pump was in my 350Z for about a year and a half. So after 4 years of literally E85 every single day for about 3.5 years to 4 years, this fuel pump has never given me an issue. So yeah, if you guys are going to want to buy a 85 kit, make sure it comes with the 340 fuel pump from AEM. It's solid. I don't trust any other fuel pump
As far as for VQs, for just small injectors, just basic setup with when you're full bolt-ons, nothing crazy like cams and stuff like that, I suggest the 340. Like I said, it's never given me any issues. So yeah. On this side, we have a 370Z fuel pump assembly. Same thing as this one, except this one has a stock fuel pump. So I just wanted to show you guys pretty much how it looks when it's stock. And on this case, what I'm going to be doing is just literally switching off these. I'm going to use this lower basket and then save this one. So this is the one we're going to be modifying, not this one. Well, never mind the last fuel pump basket. I'm just going to go ahead and use the same one. So as you can see, I already pretty much took everything apart. Where did my little... Here we got our fuel filter. Here it is. Pretty much what I ended up doing is prepping the fuel pump. I ended up splicing off those connectors because we're not going to use them. It's really, there's not much space and it's going to look ugly for all that wire to be in there. And plus, I don't want all that wire to burn out if something were to ever happen. So yeah, so I ended up just splicing these right here, and we're going to connect these once I finish putting on this hose on the fuel pump, and then we're good to go. A couple minutes later, she is in there. Wires are connected. So let's go throw this bad boy in, see how she works.
All right, y'all, fast forward to a couple days now. I was waiting for the injectors the last time I started recording a video on the Z. And oh, also I also did the relay kit, so I'll show you guys that right now. But the reason I'm picking it up now is because now we have the final piece to turn on the Z. So you know what that means. We're gonna start throwing these injectors on the fuel rails. I'll show you guys me doing the installation on the injectors on the fuel rails, and then try to get it finished right now. I really want to turn it on, even though I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it so anyways. I already have oil, coolant. Just gotta throw on the injectors, fuel rail, upper manifold, and the intakes. That's pretty much it. So the last part of it is gonna be me bleeding the clutch. So yeah, because I need help with that. So anyways, oh sorry, let's get to I'll show you real quick on the relay kit. I ended up running it obviously in the back. It's gonna be underneath here. I don't want to take this off, but just picture it under that cover, and the wires all nice and neatly tucked over there. Don't mind the mess. I have a mess in my car. And then the wires are over here. Oh shit, it's right there, you can barely see it. But I am gonna fix all these wires only because I have some good news. So let me start in the injectors, and then we'll get to the good part all the way towards the end of the video. Hey you guys, so here we have my fuel rail with my not so old E85 admin tuning injectors, 650 cc's. I got them not too long ago, so they're still pretty clean. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So they're all pretty fairly, or actually all of them are actually pretty clean. So I am gonna save these. I might use this on something else. You guys probably already know, but yeah. Also my old fuel pump is already out too, so I'm gonna be using that one. But here are the new injectors. The new injectors use a pigtail, so I'm gonna be using those. I'm gonna do my best to hide them nice and neat. I could honestly cut these right here and solder them on, but for the sake of keeping it as stock as possible, I'm not gonna do that. See, it even comes with the pins already if you want to do that. But we're gonna save these for maybe later down the road. I'll probably do that. I think I do have another harness. I'll probably do this, or actually change the pins on those, and then we'll do something else with it later, because I am planning on doing a fuel return system now that I'm doing it. But for right now, I just want to finish what I got started, start the car, and we'll go from there. Once you have the injectors out of the box, what you're going to want to do, just give them a nice little spray of WD-40. Nothing excessive, just a little spray, just a little tad bit, enough to get the O-ring a little soaked up. That way it won't go in so dry. That's what she said. But yeah, same with the bottom. You're already here, just barely anything. And
now we can put them on. I know a lot of you guys struggle to put on the injector and then afterwards this little clip, but you guys can go ahead and put this little clip on the injector first, and then just kind of snap it in by hand, and there. That's pretty much it. So again, you guys can throw it on first on the injector, like so. You try to do it with one hand. There you go. Slide it on. Same thing here. Just push down. That's it. Oh, we keep doing that for all 6.
All right, guys, I went ahead and installed the fuel rail with the injectors on the car already. I wanted to show you guys that make sure your pigtails, if you are running pigtails, make sure they're loose. They're not stuck underneath the fuel rail on the manifold. Like this one's at an angle. And there you go. Just make sure it's not at an angle because it could cause a misfire, and you don't want that to be a pain in your butt when you're looking for a misfire. So I think the last time I already changed out the spark plugs. So we have new spark plugs, we have new injectors, and that's pretty much it on top. Make sure these O-rings don't get crushed. Put a little bit of WD-40 if you need to, just a little bit, and then just guide it in. Same thing with this side. It has a fuel oil O-ring, so just make sure that doesn't get chewed up when you're installing it, because you could have fuel leaks from here and here. Most of the times these cars do leak E85 or fuel from this fuel dampener right here, and the majority of the time is because of the E85. These are meant for E85, so just be careful. This does, if it ever does leak fuel, you're gonna have it drip down straight to your header. I see a lot of people, a lot of my customers come in with these leaking. I always tell them to change it. It's fairly easy, I mean, if you have the tools. The clip to replace that line is down over there, and then obviously it's these two 10mm right here. All right, y'all, well, it's pretty much that time. So she has coolant. Actually, I gotta double check that. Let me double check that, and we can start her up. I'm really nervous, which it shouldn't be, but I'm really nervous. I don't know why. I always get like that. And then I hear it on, and then I'm just like, oh my god, hell yeah. But anyways, let me put that coolant in and check my battery's charge, which I highly doubt because it's been a month. So yeah, let's go. All right, guys, so the coolant's in. We're gonna start bleeding it a bit. But what I like to do on these cars when I mess around with anything that has to do with fuel, I like to turn on the fuel pump, let it build up some pressure. That way I know that there's no leaks. Okay, fuel pump's on. Let's go check it out. Let's go check this side out. No leaks on this side. No leaks there. No leaks underneath the car. Neither inside. But yeah. Looks like everything's good to go, and now we can give it a crank. I still gotta bleed the clutch down there, but it's in neutral. It should start. Damn, first startup. Sounding crisp. Hell yeah. God damn. Don't mind all the smoke. It's just all the hands that were being touched, or yeah, pretty much all my hands, greasy hands touching the headers, the block, yeah, all that stuff. Oh my god. Let's hear those cams. I'm gonna die in the back with all these fumes.
right, guys, well, there you have it. 370Z is on. Now for the final part, which is gonna be tuning it. I don't know when exactly I'm gonna tune it. I gotta get with admin and see what days he has available right now, so we can do a street tune, and I gotta get the up ref cable so we can do it. Other than that, that's gonna be it. I actually do gotta take out all the E85 that it has right now and throw in some 91, because I do want to have a 91 tune, just because I live in LA and it's crazy out here. It's hard to find an E85 station, and when you do, it's like $4. It's not cheap, but either way, who cares? So yeah, I do want to do 91 tune, E85. Then maybe next month when he's in town in August, I'll probably be ready to do a M5 retune. So really looking forward to that one. But first things first, we got to get this car tuned. Actually, no, first things first, I got to bleed the slave system so I can drive it, and then get with admin, get it ready for tune, and that's it. But until then, I'm not gonna be turning it on because I know it's running rich. It's throwing a bunch of fuel, especially with the bigger injectors, bigger fuel pump. Tune is not meant for that right now, so I don't want to clog up these new spark plugs because they're pretty pricey. So yeah, but this might be the last video before I take out another video, or before I come up with another video for 4th of July. And then I'm actually working on something else back there, so that one's gonna come out after this is done. And I don't want to show you exactly what it is, because then it's gonna give it away and it's gonna kill the hype. I just gotta learn how to hype it up. So it's back there, something we've been waiting for, so I'm super excited for it. And tomorrow I'm picking up some parts, Friday, final parts, and that's pretty much it. But until then, you guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a happy 4th of July. Be sure not to blow your hands up, because that sucks. No one wants to go back to work or school the next day without a hand or fingers, whatever it may be. Just be safe. If you guys are gonna blow some big fireworks, make sure you do them safely, away from houses, away from kids. Like, cause you know, that would suck to catch someone else's house on fire. Unless it's your bitchy neighbor who could, nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, just be safe. And like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.